The views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the program host and do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by TCNTV Network Incorporated. Due to the social nature of this broadcasting channel, videos may contain content copyrighted by another entity or person. The TCNTV Network claims no rights to the said content. TCNTV Network cannot be held accountable for the copyrighted content. TCNTV Network is a messenger and sharer of information and strives to verify but cannot warrant the accuracy of copyrights or completeness of the information on this program.
Is Generation X. That's me. I was born in the 70s. And
Really?
yeah.
Oh. Like 79 or like 73?
I'm not talking to you about this. After 12.
But like, you don't say nothing night, like, you know, like kind of, you know.
Christina, can we stay on script? This is why I have it.
What? Like sometimes you act your age and sometimes you don't. And this is one of those moments where it's like, wow, like this lady's really. Anyway.
You call me a lady.
I did call you a lady. Hello, 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 beautiful people. So we're a news, entertainment, information show. Yeah. And one thing I realized when I think about MyTCN and the Toronto Caribbean newspaper team, the whole media group, a lot of us on this platform are entrepreneurs.
Yeah, that's actually really true.
Right? Like we have our own business. And I know it's the beginning of the year, and this is the time of year that everybody is starting this. We want to do new. We want to start this. So I decided today that I was going to show you guys. First of all, we're going to show you some successful organizations. That's one of them. So they're called, hold on one second. I should know this already anyway. So they're called Frunil. I hope I say this wrong. So there's some African words in here. So miss, if my Western tongue may not say things right, so correct me.
Sure. If it's like she or Fante or Ga, I can correct you. But like I don't know like Swahili. I'm West African.
But their accents.
True.
Like there's words.
For sure. For sure.
That's probably really ignorant what I just said. I realized.
Continue.
So, wow. At the end of the four, so the first 2 seconds, I'm going to show you guys some successful Black entrepreneurs here in Toronto, Ontario. Not just in Toronto, but kind of Montreal, so Ontario.
Cool.
And then at the end, we get to pick Christina's brain, because what many of you don't know is that this young lady right here is behind a lot of very successful companies, not only in Ontario, but pretty much internationally. So today I came up with a list of questions. If you read the... Anyway, she's being modest. And most people who are like very successful are extremely modest. So I understand that. This gentleman here, this team, if you pull up the website for me, Janelle. Oh, big up Janelle, by the way. She's running the show today.
Good on you.
Yeah, big up yourself. So since 2010, this innovative team based out of Montreal has offered natural products, flavors, combining scenery, pleasure, and health. Their whole thing, their biggest thing is that they're all natural. So the 3 flavors of this drink are strong ginger, hibiscus bissap. I have no idea what any of those.
What's a bissap?
I don't know.
Okay.
And ginger pineapple. I'm very excited about the ginger pineapple because they use real ginger. So their mission is to share, have fun while being healthy, and offer the best product possible. Which
I like the product photography. It looks very, very, very professional.
Fresh. Like I saw, they didn't have a lot of visuals online, but the ones they did have, and we're gonna go into that, even that idea with your branding, how your things must look. Yeah, see, they had about maybe 12, and only a few of them out. I think only 4 were like fuzzy and weird. And I could tell they're probably like someone took their original images and threw them, and that's why it didn't come out as clear. But the ones that they had directly from them, crisp, clear, beautiful.
Cool.
So their approach, so a lot of the inspiration comes obviously from the African and tropical roots, and they're inspired by ancient African recipes and have adapted them to the taste of our time. So they've been using old school remedies for our time. You don't look very impressed.
No. But carry on.
Okay. So
Wow.
I told the person who for the company to watch this.
It's okay. I'm sure they like constructive criticism.
Okay.
All business owners need constructive criticism.
You're right. So his name is Kamlan Messi, and he created Funil with a deep desire, obviously, to share. That's a very common word with this company, noticing sharing experiences, sharing discoveries. So he's experienced a lot, he's traveled a lot, and he wanted to bring some of his roots back here.
Where's he from?
To I don't know.
Okay, cool.
Good question. I didn't check that part.
Okay.
Good question. I'll find out.
It'll probably be on the website.
Yeah, it will be. But I'm thinking it's a French country
like
because
Senegal, Congo.
he's in Montreal, so he speaks
Makes sense.
French
Makes sense.
fluently. So it's now we can we've centralized our
Haiti.
focus.
Could be Haiti too.
Huh?
It could be Haiti as well.
It could be Haiti as well. So, but I don't think it is. So the name Funil is a concentration of the words fruits and the word Nile. So let me see how much you know about your history. Do you know why Nile would have been the reason that he used those two?
Like as in the Nile River?
Yes.
In Egypt?
Yes.
Of course. That was an easy one.
Yeah, but why would he have used it? Tell me why. Miss, I want to hear from the business genius. Why would he use fruits and Nile to create a word? What about the Nile is so important?
So in ancient, I don't want to say ancient times because I feel like it's still relevant today. Basically, the Nile, the way that it ebbs and flows, and how there's a certain season where when the Nile like floods its banks, that's when all the marshlands around it, they're able to get their nutrients and their sustenance. So it makes sense to call it that.
So the Nile is said to water the entire earth. Exactly. So that's why he did that. So they provide their customers with products inspired by Africa.
Fun fact, did you know that if I wasn't an entrepreneur and if I had my own way when it came to my studying, I would have become an Egyptologist?
That's really cool. So you know a lot about ancient Egypt.
I know a lot about ancient Egypt.
You and Dave should talk.
Yeah.
He loves Kemet. So you know it was called Kemet.
Yeah. So I know like all of that stuff really, really, really well.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Not relevant, but cool.
Sort of.
And we appreciate it.
Yeah.
We do. So their products can be found. I thought you'd find this interesting at a few different spots. So IGA, first of all, IGA exists.
What's an IGA?
Oh. So anyone who's non-millennial, if you're Generation Xer, see, this is why we started the show.
Okay,
so
but
IGA is an old school like store. It was in our time. I just can't believe they still have one.
I also didn't grow up here.
Yes. So you're culturally ignorant as well as generationally ignorant.
Wow.
We get it. Marché Laurier, Exo Fruits, Cofin Bio, and BA Nature. I wanted to fit 2 in here, but it's okay. When we come back in our next segment, I have 3 more
businesses.
I think I'm only going to do 2 of them though. And we're going to try to stay in our limits. So when I come back, I'm actually going to introduce someplace right here in Toronto. You may appreciate this place a little bit more. Nanny's Natural Hair Studio, located on 1018 Finch Avenue.
Cool.
You'll see why. We'll see you soon on In the Now.
World-famous spiritual astrologer and psychic Pandit Sai is born to serve people. He's an expert on palmistry and horoscope. He can handle all problems and give Vedic solutions for business, job, love, marriage, husband and wife problems, children, personal, and many others, including depression. He also performs pujas to clear all sorts of obstacles. Call Pandit Sai and see changes in your life now. 647-766 1419, located at 2895 Derry Road, East Mississauga, Airport Road and Derry.
So, Nisha? Yes, I know that you are kind of concerned around the hair loss around the side of your hair and after the baby.
Yes, I just had a baby.
Yes. So, I'm just letting you know that's normal.
Okay.
So, what really happens is when you get pregnant, right? The shedding process, the hair sheds normally. Everybody loses hair every day. But during pregnancy, the hair stops. It stops shedding. So all that hair, so you notice when you're pregnant, it's full and nice, and you're like, oh my God, look at my hair. And then after the baby's born, that process now starts again. So all the hair that you're supposed to lose is now you're gonna lose it all at once. So sometimes then you see it breaks in the front, it breaks in the middle, it breaks at the back, and because I'm losing my hair. No, you're just losing all the hair that needed to go during that process. So don't be scared, it is okay, your hair will grow back, right? But the best place to come and get this information, of course, is where?
Nannies.
Of course.
That's cool. So that is Nannies. I met the owner, so Janet Campbell.
Nice.
I met her like maybe 4 years ago. I just started with the paper. We were at the very beginning, so I wasn't even reporting or anything. I just met her at an event and bought some earrings off her because she has some really cool, like, African inspired. So she has a lot in there.
Speaking of earrings, where can I get like really massive hoops from?
You can go to any hair store. If you go to like a they have the big mass. Do you want gold or do you want fake gold?
I don't know. I haven't decided to make the switch to all. I have like so much costume jewelry. It's actually really stupid.
Okay. You're off topic again.
No, it's on topic. You talked about earrings. I brought up a topic about earrings.
I don't get to go through my two businesses because you're talking about earrings right now, and it has nothing to. I mentioned earrings. It was like shiny.
And I linked into it. Anyway.
Okay, anyways.
Any beauty supply store?
Any beauty supply store, Christina.
Okay, cool.
Or you can go to Nannies, because she has some really nice ones there as well. So this is her website, okay? They are firm believers in that old cliche, you get out what you put in, and they provide a unique, holistic approach to healthy, natural hair with locks, braids, twists, all our stuff. So her biggest mission is to create a relaxing, enriching environment that allows a person to feel loved when they come in, and just show that whole guest appreciation. So they empower their associates to act as independent business owners, which is what I really like, which is why I mentioned that a lot of us here are independent business owners, to experience growth and development professionally, personally, and financially. And she wants to expand and touch the lives of as many people as possible. So what she realized and why she started this is why this is so important to her is because she realized that a lot of Black women they have this whole conception of their hair being ugly. Notice I said conception and I didn't change yep, not good, bad, wrong. So we don't like ourselves. We don't like our hair. You don't suffer from that.
No.
Right?
But you know who does? My youngest sister.
Well, we've been indoctrinated to think that we're
it's
ugly.
Annoying. It's really frustrating because
it is frustrating.
Like when my stepsister, before she was my stepsister, I used to look after her. She like lived with me and my family. And so I raised her since she was like 18 months old. And it's a very, very African thing. It's like as soon as like,
oh my goodness, my phone.
You're born, essentially. As soon as you're born,
go away, people.
You basically your mom will put your hair in extensions. So she was like 1.5 and had like extensions back to back to back to back to back to back to back. And now she's in like grade 7, and she like, to have her wear her natural hair out is like, it's a war.
A big problem.
She does not want to wear her natural hair, even though I'm fully natural, my sister's fully natural. Like, she will not want to wear her natural hair because she's like, I don't want people to see my real hair. And her mom used to do her extension like bold colors, so she'll have like pink and red and blue. And one time she came home to her mom's like, stop putting colors in my hair because I don't want people to know that this is not my real hair. And she was like in grade 6. And that's like, like in African culture, it's a very big deal. Like nobody, funny enough, I don't see that in Caribbean culture, because I see that what Caribbean people do is that when you're young, your mom will always cornrow your hair. Your hair will always be in cornrows. That's what I saw anyway around the Caribbean people around me.
No, they cornrowed it first, but then the moment that you think your head's tough enough to relax, they relax it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reality.
Same thing.
As soon as your head, they think you're all right to take a little bit of perm in your head. And if you have plenty hair, like I had plenty hair.
Mm-hmm.
My hair was never thick, but it was always long.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom would do that. She would, as soon as my head was tough enough, she started using that little kitty relaxer in my hair. Because she just wanted me to look like I had long flowing hair. And I'm like, Mom, like fibroids are real.
So
just saying.
It's something that even though me and my sister did not grow up that way, my stepsister did grow up that way. And you can see like the difference between us and the way we look.
You should bring her to nannies.
I think I will. Like whenever I go to the salon, I try to bring her because luckily, God bless Ricardo, all the stylists I've been with most recently have been very accepting and praising of natural hair. And I've like up until until I met Ricardo, I've always had, for the most part, negative experiences with hairdressers. It's always your hair's too thick, your hair's too long, your hair's too tough. When are you gonna perm your hair? Can I perm your hair? And like God bless my dad, because he like refused for me to get my hair permed. My mom wanted me to get my hair permed. My dad was like, no, they're not gonna perm their hair.
Yeah, man. Good.
So, thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad. And Nanny, thank you for helping those who don't have a dad who's like, I'm not going to do that. Because she does. She sits with parents and explains to them about their children's hair. I think it's a wonderful thing. So we only have 3 minutes left. We're only going to be able to do one more business.
Sure.
So let's talk about Koala. Jonelle, can you find Koala for me? So they're the online retail platform of the year. And I know you'll appreciate them as well because of this.
Oh.
Now, ready to wear, ready to shine. So originating from Malawian, did I say that right?
I don't know.
Okay, thank you. Language of Chichewa. The words ku and wala means to shine, while kuvala means to wear. So they want you to shine with confidence in any of the outfits that you wear. Now, why this is the website of the year?
By whom?
African fashion industry.
Oh.
Yeah, so they got some big awards, is because they have combined a whole like an array of different designers, which I think is an amazing thing, because now they're allowing designers to have another platform besides the website they may have. They can say, listen, I'm on, there we go, perfect, I'm on. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So that's why they got the African, or the online retail platform of the year. So the two owners are Frida and Veronica. I was able to find Frida on LinkedIn.
Okay.
So I reached out to her. I reached out to all of the owners too, because again, one thing we have to start doing more is to help building each other. This is why I wanted to do that. And they wanted to do this because, again, they just want to offer fashion conscious consumer beautiful clothing for Black women, and they wanted it to be coming from Black women. So I do have a video of one of the designers. I thought her stuff was really nice. So we'll end with that, and when we come back, we get to start picking your mind, Christine. I'm so excited. Okay, so we'll end with the video. And guys, definitely start supporting our own.
Yeah.
We have to do that. Everyone else does it. It's okay to support your own.
For sure.
Like, we need to start building a base, a financial base for us and our legacies. So, all right, let's show them the video, and we'll see you guys back on
In the Now.
Wow.
My name is Ajipoma Mensah, Creative Director of Ajipoma Design Gallery.
It's time for man to realize himself.
Ajipoma Gallery started 2009 but registered in February 2010. We started with one tailor, who is now my production manager, and one industrial sewing machine. It's been quite a ride. When we started, it was we had a couple of challenges, but we've had a lot of encouraging feedback and a lot of positive patronage, and it was pretty exciting when I started.
Because all of you make yourself.
But sometimes it means that you, as the business owner, that could be adding. The second thing you need to do is make sure that you're getting. The next thing you need to do is make sure that you're. The next thing that you need to do. As a beauty. We're not doing this. That's actually what happens every time I go and film a video. That's like the actual truth. So I took like actual segments from videos.
I thought it was cute.
Yeah.
I
felt like I had to show that because sometimes people get so like, oh my God, like how do you do the videos? And they're so amazing. And I just like
you don't make mistakes. It's natural. So this is why I wanted to come to you because you and I actually had a discussion earlier this week, and you've actually introduced me to a lot of groups on Facebook that I've now started to go through slowly. And one thing I know at the beginning of the year, like I said earlier, that a lot of us are at this point where they're like, beginning of the year, we want to start a business.
Yeah. Like this is my year. I'm going to quit my 9 to 5 this year, 2020.
So I'm here to say, good for you. Go for it. But I think that we really need to have a realistic view of starting a business and what that truly means. Because this is why most businesses start and stop within 2 years. Yeah. Or start and never really go anywhere. They stay in contemplation for like 2-3 years. So tell us a little bit about your story. Not too long, like a minute, because I really want to get to some of these questions that I have for you. Tell us a little bit about your business story, because you've been in business for yourself since when?
I would say I've been in business for myself since 2009.
Okay, so over 10 years, 11 years.
Yeah.
Now. Okay.
Yeah.
And what made you get into your own business at a young age of 20, 19?
First and foremost, that's the biggest misconception. I didn't get into business for myself. When I my entrepreneurship journey started in 2009 officially, because that's when I took over my dad's business. So it wasn't, I never said, I want to be an entrepreneur. No, that's not how it's a very common misconception.
Okay.
It wasn't something I didn't choose that, to be really honest with you. It just kind of fell in my lap and I was like, okay, let's just do this.
Okay, so since you've been doing it, you did obviously move on from that and then start kind of your own thing.
Yes.
So what are some of the things that you think people should know about before entering a business?
The biggest thing I always advise people to do is not quit their 9 to 5. And nobody expects me to say that. So I've never had a 9 to 5 job ever in my life. Never. I've never had that security of having like every 2 weeks get $500 in the bank.
Crazy.
I've had to hustle and grind since I was 17 when I finished high school for every single dollar that I made. So I always tell people, don't throw away that safety net just because you want to try and do boss bitch life. It's not, it's hard.
Keep your 9 to 5.
Keep your 9 to 5. And I think we mentioned this where Gary Vee talks about having your 9 to 5 and then having your 5 to 2. So what I always recommend people to do is to take that advice where it's like, okay, you know that you're going to work on your 9 to 5 from 9 to 5, focus on that, be a good steward at your job, but then also know when you come home, you're going to put your uniform off, you're going to put your laptop down, you're going to eat something, and then from 9 to 2 or 5, from 5 to 2, as in 2 a.m., you're going to work on your business.
So right there, I think a lot of people are like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because think about it. If you do that calculation, go to bed at 2, you have to be up in about 5 hours to get ready for work, depending on where you're commuting to.
Yeah.
And then you do your 9 to 5 and come back home and do that all over again for maybe 5 days in a row, maybe depending on what you want to do your schedule.
Yeah.
So already, a lot of people don't understand. This has to be a commitment you're ready to make with your entire life.
Exactly.
That means no hang out with friends sometimes.
Yeah.
It means a lot of lonely nights. It means lost friendships because people are like, who do you think you are? Why are you not hanging out with us anymore? These are things people need to consider. Okay, so next question.
Sure.
What are some of the top mistakes that you have seen business owners making?
This is a massive one I see, and a lot of companies make this mistake, is that they don't sell.
Explain that.
So for example, I run a marketing agency and everybody wants to have marketing for their business. But the fact of the matter is, as a marketing agency, I don't run off of goodwill, I run off of money. But if your business is not making money, you can't hire me to make you more money. So you need to learn how to sell. You need to be having revenue. A lot of businesses aren't selling enough to cover salaries. They're not selling enough to cover expenses. They're not selling enough to do anything. So there needs to be a heavier emphasis on making sales and finding ways, how can I sell my product more? Not brand awareness, not how can I increase my Instagram followers? How can I make more money in my business? And that means you have to go out there and you have to sell. So that's like the number one mistake that I see a lot of businesses doing. They're not bringing in enough revenue.
Okay. You know what? Okay, good. So in saying that, let's go to my next question.
Sure.
What are some of the common challenges that you see that new business owners have? Along with the mistakes, what are some of the other challenges you notice?
Not working hard enough.
Now, people would say, well, hard enough in whose perspective? Because, people get in their feelings.
Okay.
Because for them, some people working hard enough is working 5 hours a day. For some people working hard enough, 12 hours is good.
So my business coach, BB Robinson, who's freaking amazing, I spoke with her yesterday, and it's like there's 2 types of activities you can do in a business. You can do busy work, and then you can do money generating activities. You can be busy doing busy work. Busy work does not add to the bottom line of your business. So for example, creating content to post on Instagram will not increase the number in your bank account.
So what will?
So for example, let's take your business as an example. Let's say, for example, you find 10 schools, right? And let's say you write an email to each of these 10 schools and say, hey, here to help, would love to come in to have some form of tutoring session. This tutoring session would be, let's say, $500 per session, and we'll take on 30 kids. That is something that will directly impact your revenue. Because if 2 schools say yes, you have directly made $1,000. Do you see what I'm saying? So that activity is a money generating activity. It directly brings you money. Busy work, yes, you're busy, you're the wheels are spinning, but the wheels aren't spinning to make you money. And at the end of the day, a very important indicator of how successful and how healthy your business is how many sales calls are you making? How many pitches are you sending out? How many sales calls are you getting on? That's what determines how healthy your business is. If like once a month, you're letting someone know directly that here's something I can sell you, your business is probably not doing well. Right. But if over the course of a month you sent out 1,000 emails or 1,000 pitches, that means that your business, even if it gets 10% of that,
you're still
that is a lot of money, right? That's a lot of money, even at a $1,000 contract or a $500 contract. It's a lot of money, and that's bringing you revenue.
So not busy work, money generating.
Yeah, money generating activities.
Okay, so you hinted on something, and I'll ask you, what are some of the qualities you've seen in people who are successful business owners?
I posted about this on LinkedIn. They're human. Like, they're the most chillest, down-to-earth people ever. Okay. Like, I remember, I know you've probably heard this guy's name, Isaac. He is like the founder of Dreammaker Ventures and Dreammaker. Yes. Okay, you've heard of him, right? So him and my brother met. He came to our office and did a talk, right? And this guy is like the quietest. Like, you would never, if he was in a room, you would never know he was in a room, right? You would never know. This is a guy who's currently building developments across from Yorkdale. With his team. Is like, I don't know personally, but I've seen a lot of his team, and a lot of his team are black people, black men, and like he's pushing paper. He's making an impact, right? And like he's just so human. Like he's so human. Like my brother literally like had a conversation with him on the way to his G-Wagon. Just had a regular conversation.
Yeah.
Human, being human. I think that's the biggest thing I see.
Okay.
Successful people, they're human.
Already, even for myself, you see it here.
I see.
It's important even for people who think that they know everything. Not me. Like, I don't. Actually, a lot.
Sure.
And it's important that we sit down. So this is where the millennial comes in, right? See, I'm giving you your props now.
Okay. Cheers. Thank you.
Generationally ignorant.
I don't believe
when it comes
that, but
to
okay,
your
cool.
generation, you on point, girl. So when we come back, I have a few more questions for Christina. I hope you guys are taking notes, writing some things down, and definitely know, like, as another successful business owner that you could look at, Christina, you can actually send her questions. She may charge you, though, as you can see.
You know, the funny thing is people don't ask me questions because they feel I'm going to charge them, but the actual fact is if you actually ask me a question, I actually won't charge you. I will let you know when this is moving from having a conversation into becoming a consultation. I let you know, and literally only one person. I'm here to help. See what I did there?
We'll see you soon.
Indeed.
At Benjamin Law, we understand the real cost of personal injuries. As the victim of an accident, you may be the one who's physically hurt, but your main concern is that your family are the ones who will pay the price. Benjamin Law will be there for you, helping, supporting, and working tirelessly to resolve your personal injury case. Call 1-855-899-4878 or visit benjaminlaw.ca and let our family of lawyers help your family.
Are you retiring smart? Make your home's equity work for you. With your home's equity and our 30 years of experience, the Retire Smart Properties team can help you achieve the quality of life you've always wanted. Our services are 360 degrees. We'll give you advice, take care of staging and selling, and help you find the perfect home and community to transition to. It's time to enjoy the retirement lifestyle you deserve. Visit our website today to learn how you can use your home to retire comfortably. The Retire Smart Properties team, powered by RE/MAX West.
Cool. I'm not going to tell you to use templates, but if you consistently post at least one thing every single day on your Facebook page, your Facebook profile, your Instagram profile, somewhere on social media, what will end up happening is you'll become better at creating content. And as you become a better content creator, you will then become better at social media. So today, I want you to know that consistency is key when it comes to creating a presence for yourself or your business on social media.
Yes, Caribbean all day here at TCN, except for Christina. She's not Caribbean. She's actually African. Oh, and Selena too. She's half African, half Caribbean. Big up yourself, Selena. Selena was given one job today and messed it up. We'll talk about that later. That should be a blooper reel right there. So let's go right back into this because I want to keep people on track here. I hope you guys are learning. If you have any questions for Christina that don't go into consultation, you can put them in the comments.
Just ask the question.
Ask the question. Put some questions in the comment if you have any questions at all. She's a really good source, I have to say. So what are some tips? Because I think a lot of people get stuck in this contemplation mode. We want to start a business. I gotta have a business. I have a business.
See, that's my problem. That right there, like sometimes not everybody's an entrepreneur.
How do you move from an idea to an operational business?
It depends, really. Like, have you actually? I think that's a really good question. Like an idea to actually operating, you need to do research and you need to actually do it.
But I think that's where people get stuck, Christina. I think people get stuck on the research. I think sometimes when they research and understand how much it's going to take, that's where it's like freeze.
And that's okay. I really feel that not everybody is meant to be, or not everyone can be an entrepreneur, and there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
You're right.
You know, and
I
like
think it's just understanding, which one you are.
Right, and I think nobody really wants to accept that. Everyone wants to be like the boss with the Benz and the Beamer, but like, if it's not, like, you could lose a lot of money and lose your mental health and lose relationships for trying to be something you're not. So if you find that, like, but also I'll give you a story. One time I was proven wrong about this.
Oh, okay.
So this girl called Natasha, I met her 2 years ago on Instagram, and she's like, I want to start this business in macrame and tetra, I don't know, but basically little gardens.
I saw them. I've seen those before.
And she's like, I want to start this thing. I really want to do this. And I'm like, but I got like a lot of mental health issues and I'm trying to work through stuff. And I'm like, you know what, sis? I don't think this is for you. This is not for you. You don't have to do it. Maybe you shouldn't do it. Don't do it. She's like, no, I really feel this is for me. I'm like, all right, cool. Go and try it out. I'm here for you. Let me know how it goes. That was 2 years ago. She stuck with it. And she overcame. She obviously, like, mental health is something you like go through a while, but she's overcoming it. Her work has been on a lot of different stores. She's done a lot of pop-ups. Her work has been featured in people's weddings and magazines across 2 years. And I look at her and I'm so happy for her because I'm like, yo, I told you no. I said this is not for you, but you proved to yourself and to me that you truly are an entrepreneur because you hustled and you pushed through your mental health. You pushed through someone higher up in the community telling you, you're probably not it. And you came through on the other side. That's an entrepreneur. So when someone starts something and they stop and they start and they stop, I don't know.
Maybe it's not for you.
Maybe it's not for you, and that's perfectly fine. And it's okay. It's okay.
Okay. So speaking about mental health, how does a entrepreneur avoid burnout? Because what if now because burnout can happen, you don't even realize it. That I know. I know.
You have to delegate. And you have to delegate.
Big one. That's a big one. Delegation.
I'm going through that right now in my business, where it's like my sister's like, okay, we've restructured the business right now. And we're trying some different things. And one of the things that's come up frequently is the fact that I may have to stop doing the work in my business. I may have to stop doing the websites and doing the logos and doing the graphics, and I may have to give it to someone else. And my sister's like, you need to stop doing that. She runs her own Facebook ad agency. And I always feel like it's so funny because even within the creative space, so all two of my siblings, everybody runs their own business. So we all work at Noya Designs. That's where we get our salary from. But then Daniel has his own business as a photographer. So Jane has her own business as a media buyer. And then my business is Noya Designs. So to the untrained eye, all three of us work in the same industry. We work in creative. But all three of our businesses are very, very different. Like they're media buyers, Facebook ad managers who live all over the world. They don't have an office, they don't have anything, and they're pulling like figures per month, right? That's what Sergio wants to do. Daniel wants to have his own studio. There's photographers that shoot multi-million-dollar campaigns. That's kind of what he wants to do. And I have Noya. And there's sometimes I look at what she wants for her business and I'm like, that's not even real. That's not even business. What do you mean you want to run your business from Bali with a pina colada? You can't do that. That's not proper business. That's me to my sister. And she's like, yo, I can outsource my work.
You're a negative Nancy guy. I'm not telling you none of my ideas, Brethren. Maybe we shouldn't ask Christina a question. Let me take this back because I'm like, this is the second story. They've been like, no, you're not gonna make it.
I'm like, yo, like, stop. No, but like, that's not real business, you know, running around the place, you know. She's like, no, but like, you need to, like, you can't be the only one in this business doing all the work. At some point, you need to delegate your business. You need to let go so that you can make more money. And it's something that I'm realizing that I'm gonna have to do in a couple of months' time. The people doing the web design and the graphic design at Noya Designs, it won't be me. I'll just be overseeing them, but they'll be the ones actually like be client facing. I'm doing more client management, client success, bringing in more people. So to avoid burnout, you need to delegate, right? So like I'm going away in June, right? Daniel and Sergey are going to have to run the business without me.
I'm going to have to get a co-host, which I'll be putting bids out for very soon for 6 weeks. You'll be taking over from Christina.
Yeah.
But she ain't delegate that to me because she's no boss here. I'm the boss on in the now.
Sure.
Right.
But yeah.
What is the best way to create a buzz? Let's say
buzz?
now a buzz.
Buzz. What do you mean buzz?
Buzz. People know about you. Buzz
Okay.
Hey, we heard about like Christina. Oh my God. How do we do that?
Okay, that's fairly simple.
Don't say that.
It is though.
How is it simple?
It's simple. Okay, I'll say this. It's simple, but it's not easy.
There you go. Much better. That clear?
It's simple but it's not easy. So to generate buzz or build brand awareness, the biggest thing is learning how to build an audience. So you need to find your tribe, those people who need your services the most.
You're the second person to tell me this. I heard this last year from a marketing director in Jamaica.
Yeah.
For best something chicken. Jesus. And that was the same thing he said.
Yeah.
He said people get all worked up and try to spread their net out wide, and he's like, you find those people who need you, and you create your niche, and your niche will create your money.
Exactly. There's riches and the niches. There you go.
Hold on.
So you find who your tribe is. So like you need to basically give them the content or give them the information or give them what they want, right? So let's say, for example, and the more specific, the better, because you want to go deep into whatever that is. So for example, let's take you, Selena. Let's say you're a videographer. Is that correct? Videographer. Okay, cool. So let's say you are only going to shoot video in black and white. So that's going to be your thing.
That's your niche.
I only shoot footage, video in black and white, and that's it. So you put out content that's just black and white focused. You find forums or you find places where people who love and appreciate black and white video, and you give them your content. Because like, here, guys, this is what I made. They will like and support you. So now when you have like, I don't know, how do you sell your service? Like by filming or like by, like, how does that work? No, how do you make money?
How do you make your money? So she's not selling herself.
Yeah.
You see?
So what Selena could do is when she puts out her black and white videos, she can say, I'm available to shoot similar footage. If you like and appreciate black and white footage, hit me up.
And find groups that appreciate that
black and white footage.
Not just don't spread a net.
Yeah.
Specific people who
and there's
like
communities like we're so blessed to have the internet because there's communities everywhere.
True.
And like you could probably find a Facebook group or a subreddit or a Twitch channel which only likes black and white footage, and you just put your content there and people like, oh my gosh, I love this, or oh my gosh, I saw this, and that's how you build buzz and awareness.
Honestly, I feel like we should do another one of these because I think that there's a lot. I learned some stuff from you today, and I'm glad I did this. You know what? Again, if you have any questions, we're off because we're done now. But if you do have questions or comments,
leave in this comment section.
Yeah, put them below, and Christina will get back to you. Leave your email address or something. And we want to thank you for tuning in. If you're a new entrepreneur, look, you're either a good one and it may not be for you, but at least you have some steps now and things to think about, to realize. And again, if you guys have any questions, let us know. Have a wonderful Friday, everybody.
Yep.
And anything to say else?
I'm good.
See you guys next week
on In the Now.
Later.